What if one of the UFC's most promising heavyweights had never left? Imagine a world where a 24-year-old phenom didn't just conquer the division, but dominated it for years. But here's where it gets controversial. History tells us that potential was snuffed out by decisions that still spark debates today. Let's rewind to 2002, when Josh Barnett, fresh off a stunning upset over Randy Couture, became the youngest UFC heavyweight champion. His rise was meteoric, but his reign was shockingly brief. Fast forward to now, and even Dana White, the UFC's mouthpiece, can't help but wonder, what if? The UFC's heavyweight division is often called the crown jewel of combat sports, but lately, it's felt like a shadow of its former self. While current champ Tom Aspinall has been hailed as the best ever by some, fans are left scratching their heads at the lack of marquee names and electrifying matchups. This isn't a new problem. Debates about the GOAT, greatest of all time, have raged for years. Daniel Cormier once argued that Cain Velasquez would have been the undisputed legend if not for a devastating injury. But another name keeps popping up. Josh Barnett. And this is the part most people miss. Barnett's story isn't just about a title win. At UFC 36, he pulled off a jaw-dropping comeback against Randy Couture, a legend with an almost mythical status. Yet just months later, his title was gone after a second failed drug test. Critics say it was a self-sabotage. Others argue it was a product of a flawed testing system. Either way, his exit from the UFC left a void that still felt. Dana White himself admitted in a 2013 press conference, "Imagine if Josh Barnett stayed in the UFC his whole career. The money he could have made, the legacy he could have built." But then he shrugged. He's his own guy. Now, Barnett's back in the spotlight, not in MMA, but in pro wrestling. At his GCW event, Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, he's trading elbows for headbutts, facing off against fighters like England's Ollie Thompson. It's a far cry from his UFC days. But it raises a question. Was his departure from MMA a personal choice or a missed opportunity for the sport? The heavyweight division's current struggles highlight a bigger issue. What happens when talent walks away? Will the next generation fill the gaps, or are we stuck in a cycle of what-ifs? We want to hear your take. Do you think Barnett's decision was a personal choice or a career misstep? Drop your thoughts below, and let's hash it out.